You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Hey, welcome to episode 254 of the Soul Forge podcast.
Welcome to the Soul Forge, a place of silent mystery, quiet contemplation, and outright mayhem. Join your host, Shawn as he guides you through the adventures of living. Together, we'll talk about life and love, sex and dating, joy and heartache, memories and loss, and so much more. Don't worry, it's not nearly as pretentious as it sounds. Get ready for life, the universe, and everything on the Soul Forge.
Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 254. Car, where are you? No, how does that go?
No, you just...
Amanda's here and I'm Shawn.
Yeah, you just said that.
Yeah, Car 54, where are you? That was an old show.
Oh, yes, I know,
and
but
we're at
the
episode
podcast...
254.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Is this not a good way to start a podcast?
Absolutely not.
You know why? You know what we're doing?
Short attention spans.
That is correct.
Squirrel.
Yes, indeed. So, what we're talking about on today's episode, boys and girls out there in podcast land.
Could go anywhere and everywhere.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Whatever.
That's right.
It's just going to flow out of us like water off a duck's back.
Perfect analogy.
Ducks quack. We're quackers.
Wow. All right. There you go. That's pretty good. That just flows.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. Now you're all distracting me. What is that noise that I'm hearing?
That is my central air conditioning.
Your central air conditioning. Okay.
Would you like me to shut the window?
No, it's fine.
Is it distracting?
It's okay.
But you just said it's distracting.
I'm all very... I just was wondering what it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, short attention span theater. Here we are.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like a little skit that we practiced for an hour before we started recording.
But we didn't.
But it's so natural that maybe we did.
I don't know. That could go right back to the time loops. Now I'm stuck in time loops.
Time loops.
In different dimensions.
Yes, true. Okay, so really what we wanted to do was talk about why we get so distracted by things and we can never focus.
I think it's because there's so many things going on all the time.
That's true.
Like there's TV, like even when you're home. So you've got your TV, and you've got your phone, and then you've got your phone calls, text messages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. TikTok, yeah. And then your TV's going at the same time as your phone, and you're not paying attention to the TV, but it's on.
And your meat in the stove is burning.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, and the sink. I left the sink overflow because I got so distracted by other crap.
Captain Distraction strikes
oh my God.
again.
It's insane.
It's true though.
It's ugh.
And really goes along with everything. I blame the internet. Smartphones and the internet and video games. That's where I blame it from. Because if you think about it, we're old, so we really grew up in the 80s before the internet took over.
Mm-hmm.
We had VCRs.
Yep.
We didn't even have CDs yet. Everything was analog. We had VCRs and cassette tapes.
Yep.
And we recorded songs off the radio or off the video.
Yes, but we did have Walkmans.
We did.
And Ataris.
True.
And, stuff that we could take with us to, distract us. Radios. Even that stuff's distracting, right?
That's true. But the video games back then, they weren't as addictive.
Oh, my God. I was totally addicted. To Mario Brothers?
Well, sure.
And, Duck Hunt? I used to sit there for hours playing Duck Hunt.
Right, but it wasn't all you thought about, was it?
Yes, it was. I wanted to kill that dog.
Oh, okay. So maybe distractions come from even before that. Because I used to sit in the closet at our apartment, and we had a big walk-in closet, and in there was a power outlet, and we had our Atari in there, and I would play Missile Command forever.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's because it's constantly changing when you're playing a video game.
Right.
Right, so your attention span is being constantly engaged.
But back then, we had the TV we could watch, the video games we could play,
Yep.
or we could go outside. That was it. We weren't watching YouTube and scrolling our phones at the same time. You know, we weren't texting people constantly. If they wanted to call you, they had to talk to your parents first.
Yeah, but that's still, we were doing it in other ways, like
But
even
it was
in classes.
it was less, and our attention spans were longer. At least that's how I feel.
Well, maybe that's just because we're old,
Maybe.
and now our attention spans suck regardless.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because like in school, I was not paying attention to the teacher half the time, and I was writing notes and I was passing notes. So that's just like texting. In today's society,
Sure.
that's what I was doing when I was in high school.
Okay.
Or we think about it. I'm sure with your friends too, because we went to high school together.
We did.
But we weren't like a close knit friendship.
Uh-huh.
We didn't share the same circle of friends.
Right.
But I'm sure, just like with my friends, you had code in class.
Oh yeah.
Like when you looked at each other or whatever, right? Like there were certain.
Signals and
Yeah. So you're not paying attention to the teacher at that point.
well, not always. That's true.
Were you not distracted by certain teachers in certain ways?
Yeah, that's true. Remember Mr. Smith, and his BO would fill up the whole
Oh
room.
my god, it was so bad.
And if you went in there in the afternoon, you almost couldn't breathe.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I brought him deodorant once.
Oh, how'd that go?
He said thank you,
Oh,
and I couldn't say use it. I just walked away.
I bet you weren't the only one,
Probably not.
because that was horrendous.
It really was.
Like eye-wateringly so.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what won't make your eyes water?
Onions?
That's true. You know what else won't make your eyes water? This promo for another podcast
Of course.
right here on
The ESO Network.
Drew Leiter here. Wish you could keep up on DC Comics but don't have the time or the money? Not a problem. Join Cletus Jacobs and I as we bring you recaps and commentary on DC Comics, television, movies, and more, whether they are good or not. The Earth Station DCU podcast comes out weekly and is part of the ESO Network.
And we're back. How was that promo?
Oh, well, they're always good. Like I said, I listen to the podcast just for the promos.
And the best part is promos are short and sweet and only 30 seconds, so you're not too distracted.
Very true.
So that is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And in my own experience, I do find that I'm way more distracted lately. Like, I don't know if it was because I was depressed for a while or because I'm getting older or because I've got this smartphone, but I'll be watching a TV show and then I'll see a notification because I got to check my phone. And there's a Facebook little red 1 or 2 or whatever, and I got to get rid of that. That can't be on the screen. That's got to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to check that, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm watching a show. 20 minutes have gone by, and I'm on TikTok or Instagram, just scrolling mindlessly, and I forgot what I'm watching. But I'm not gonna rewatch it because I got to watch the next episode because I'm already 2 seasons behind.
Oh, good God.
Because I was trying to read my books. But then I didn't have time to read books because I had to go hang out and have coffee. But then after that, I had to go and do this other thing.
You need to breathe.
Yeah.
For serious.
So that's how it happens.
I thought I was bad.
Am I worse?
Well, in the electronic sense, yes. Because as you've noticed, the whole time you've been visiting, I haven't had my phone
That's true.
at all.
Yeah.
I've just been focusing on our conversation.
Right.
Just because that's how I grew up, and I can't even use my phone with a cashier because I think it's rude.
I think that's rude too.
It just is. So for me personally,
Yeah.
But my distractions are I'll start cleaning something, and then I'll start cleaning something else and then I'll bring this here, and then oh my God, there's some dust there, and then. Like I said earlier, the kitchen sink is overflowing and there's like water everywhere, and then I'm cleaning that up, and then I forgot that the washing machine was off and I had to put the stuff in the dryer, and
And now my coffee's cold.
yes, oh my God, so many cold coffees.
Right?
I still drink them though.
You do.
Oh hell yeah.
You don't go heat them up
No,
because.
that's gross.
Is it gross?
I don't know.
Oh.
I've never tried that.
Really?
I just drink it cold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so even having a conversation with people, you
Yeah.
jump from topic to topic to topic, and
Oh
you
my
never
God.
get back to the thing. So that's
There was no pause. He just kept talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one had a chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic.
But sometimes you do, and then it's
Yeah.
weird because you're like
Remember-
right back at the thing.
remember when we were talking about. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's how this conversation started. That's not important anymore.
No.
But it happens like all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like even sometimes I'll be having a conversation with somebody and then thinking something else, and then I lose track of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I was never like that before.
Oh. It's funny because if I'm reading something while I'm talking to someone on the phone,
You'll say the words.
I'll say the words.
I've done that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, yep.
Yeah. So ever since, I guess we'll blame Mark Zuckerberg and his algorithms for keeping you distracted. Like since Facebook, so the last 15 years or so, that's when I find the distraction that, at least for me, is,
Yeah.
you know,
No, for me it was much, much earlier.
yeah.
I was always distracted by things.
Oh,
A butterfly, a snake, a frog,
right.
like any of those things, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Constant distractions.
Well, I could see that.
So,
And I suffer from what I call big screen syndrome.
okay.
We could be having a conversation, but if the TV's on too,
Yeah.
I can only half pay attention to the conversation because the TV, it's a big screen, it's drawing my attention in. Doesn't matter what it is, or even if I care about it or not.
Yeah.
It's there in front of me. My focus is over there, and so okay, sorry, like I gotta turn the TV off because
Yep.
I can't concentrate on or talk.
When I go to my parents' house, they know to put it on mute because I get sensory overload.
Yes.
And I cannot focus on the conversations and have the television noise going in the background.
Right, exactly. Like when you go to visit somebody and their TV's on, they don't turn it off. I'm like, why wouldn't you turn it off so we could visit and chat, or at least mute it so the
Yeah.
because if it's just a picture and there's no sound, then it's not going to distract me as much.
I still get distracted by it because movement, like I get.
Oh yeah,
very-
it'll draw my eye.
Oh, yeah.
for sure. But it won't keep me as occupied as listening to their conversation on the TV while trying to have my own.
Yep.
So yeah, you know what that's like.
Oh my God, too many times.
Yeah,
Yeah, then that's what it is. It's sensory overload.
right.
It's absolutely that.
So, what was the whole point of this entire podcast episode? Do we remember?
I'm not really sure. I'm
I-
pretty sure. Wait, I wrote it down.
Why is our attention span so short?
Yeah, see, I wrote it down.
So we've come up with examples. Have we come up with any answers?
Yeah, I think the answers are in the examples.
It could be. But do you think people have always been distracted throughout the entire history of humanity, or
Yes.
is it since the technology of the 20th century?
Nope, because there's always been technology. There's always been new technologies.
Yeah.
And people have always been fascinated and distracted by them.
That's true. That's true.
So-
because what you see every once in a while is like, oh yeah, the smartphone is going to keep us ignoring each other, and they show a picture of everybody on their phone on a train, but then they show a black and white picture from the 30s and 40s, and everybody's reading newspapers to themselves.
Exactly.
So people just don't like to be social, but they like to be around people.
Correct.
So that's weird too.
It is and it's not, because we're, like, our species, we're not meant to be alone.
No, we're very social.
So
That's true.
it's, like dolphins.
Yes.
They need to be in pods and,
el-
whales.
and elephants.
Elephants, definitely.
Oh yes.
Yeah, the emotion there is crazy.
How crazy is it?
I don't know, but I bet it's as crazy as this next promo we're gonna do.
Are we going to do another promo?
I don't know. That's where I thought you were going.
No, because I already did one.
That's true, you did.
I could put another one in, but I won't.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So there you go.
I got excited though. For it.
That was pretty good.
I thought so.
I am training you well. So there you go. There's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or who's training who? There's that.
I don't know. Is it the blind leading the blind?
Well, did you write the list out?
You wrote the list out.
Well, there we go then.
Well, yeah. Because I don't have the attention span to sit and write a list.
That's fair.
Because I got to go do laundry. And while I'm doing the laundry, I better watch a TV show because I got to do something with my time. But I've been putting this magazine off for a month and a half, and now I've got 3 different issues of it, and I better get at it.
You still order magazine subscriptions?
No, I haven't for years.
Oh,
But that's what used to happen.
fair.
Yeah,
So see, we've always been distracted.
yeah. Yeah.
Humans as a whole have a short attention span.
And it's getting worse and worse.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what they say with those scientists, people who study that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I've heard that. I don't have any, like, legitimate proof in front of my face besides what I feel and what I know.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But
And that's why, like before we started recording, there was a video on Facebook that it was just playing, and
Yep.
I got to watch this. So it kept going and going and going. I'm like, how long is this friggin' video? So I had to fast forward it because I just didn't care that much because it was like 9 minutes.
so why even watch it at all? Just turn it off.
Well, because I wanted to see what they were doing,
Oh my good God.
and just like on when I watch a YouTube video. If I see it's like around 8 to 10 minutes, I'm like, that's pretty good. Do I want to watch a 25-minute video? No, but will I watch an hour and a half episode of Stranger Things? For sure I will.
Yeah.
So, if I find that if it's on YouTube or on your phone or something, it's less important than if it's on a big screen.
Well, that's true, I think, because we want to keep up.
Yeah,
And, it's keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing, right?
kind of.
And because of all the social media access, nothing is secret anymore. So it's not like, back in the war days, in the 1940s, that kind of time, you didn't know somebody had passed away for sometimes months
Right.
because snail mail.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now the news is out like 2 seconds after it's happened.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Or it's like live happening like in front of you because
yeah.
people they all have their phones out. Nobody's helping. Everybody's just recording with their phones.
Got to document this.
So yeah, so that's what you see. It's instantaneous. So but we can go back to YouTube and Facebook and
Yeah.
look at shit.
Right.
Whereas if we don't keep up with the new stuff that's coming out, then we're going to see stuff that we don't want to see.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should go back to the old days where instead of ordering something on Amazon and getting it the next day, you had to wait 6 to 8 weeks
No.
and send a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Oh my God.
Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So bad.
You don't hear that anymore.
No. But you have no idea how much stuff I got. I got like 3D glasses that were super cool
Yeah.
in the mail.
And all those CDs from Columbia House that
Oh
you
my
didn't,
God.
you didn't pay
that
for
you never
because you used
paid
a
for.
fake name. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes.
Oh, and the oh God, like the children's, the Owl magazine
Oh yeah.
and whatever, I don't remember. Like seriously.
Right.
But I had to read them apparently.
Yeah.
'Cause
See,
they made me more smart.
even our memories are short.
Oh,
You can't keep things in your head. Like I used to be able to remember everything, like anniversaries and when I had a doctor's appointment and what time and where, and now I have to write everything down. Either it's because I'm getting older or because there's just too many things that are competing for time.
it's overwhelming. That's what it is.
Yeah, we weren't meant to have so much input.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
I have no idea.
Yeah, and so before people get further distracted by life, let's take this moment to thank them for coming by and listening to another funny, rambly episode.
If you listened all the way, good for you.
Yeah, give yourself a round of applause.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or a pat on the back.
That's right.
Or just say squirrel.
And if you can remember, before listening to the next podcast from that other guy, that's not quite as good as this one, but you still enjoy it, make sure that you go check out the Etsy shop, Rusted Robot Toys, and leave a review in the favorite podcast app of your choosing. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And remember... What was that? What was that?
You didn't...
What?
Did you tell me?
I don't know. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Soul Forge podcast. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we hope you'll tune in again next time. Remember that you can visit soulforgepodcast.com for all of our social media links, and don't forget to share the show with everyone you know. The Soul Forge podcast is your best source for living your best life.
Think about it.
I'm going out to inspect the troops.
Yes, sir.
Regular change today, General?
This is Atari Missile Command. Millions of people are mad for it in thousands of game centers across the country.
Interplanetary war is hurt.
Attention all generals. Now you can get your own Atari Missile Command video game and practice saving the world in the privacy of your home. Missile Command. Only from Atari.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping at the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.